to 6.
And they use the term complementary football. Themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. The offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Taylor will throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That one looks like he'll throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Two yards to go here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kendall Wright from 21 yards.
Chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engaging laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting dappy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a candle.
Too many buttons, not enough. These fucking the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap.
Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this early on, it's one you can't afford to get wrong.
Too many bundles, not enough.
Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there.
Barrels like tunnels, don't even mumble.
I'm back to ball and I'm in the back full of.
Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
Turn your guillotine to a fashion show.
And 2 words here, difference maker. That's what that big right there is.
It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like high officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerving.
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're... Yeah, I think they got the best player there. And they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
I listen enough for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now with the end in sight and a few more holes. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless.
Innovative, I demonstrated this, played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave her.
What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon?
Like a spider on a spud web.
And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late.
When I go, I'm going to leave for the bell. I told you did like a shovel. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got my boss in the penitentiary.
Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? One Steeler's been selected already, and it probably wouldn't be a surprise to see a second go here.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're starting all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long. Bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight. Straight out of moonlight.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play, first level.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. To throw is Taylor. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Taylor to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now Johnson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go to Johnson again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
They'll run the option left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Crockett Gilmore from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Second down, here's Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 72 yards. So a big carry there, maybe trying to atone for that fumble he had earlier in this one.
Yeah, I know every coach always tells you, shake it off, let it go.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ozzie Newsome, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run.
And Packer pressure, and down he goes. Paul Soliai in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Going right side, he has Winton. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now Miller will take the direct snap. A first down carry here for Johnson. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys that can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Now Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.